Last episode, you guys voted for me to build a gunpowder farm. Another thing I will do today is to decorate this entire front area. I also want to remind that I also do stuff that you guys comment, like for example this bee apiary. However, last time unfortunately no one commented anything for me to do. So without further ado, let's begin. Enjoy! Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to build a stone wall against the river. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, so now I've made an outline, so now I just need to place one block on top and then fill in the bottom. And there we go. Okay, this is basically, how the outside is going to look. And I'm gonna build a dock there. So now it's time to fill in this area with stone, andesite, gravel and that stuff. Let's go! And there we go. Alright, this area is now looking very grey, but I think it's a good time to build all of the flower gardens. So the first thing I'm gonna do really quick is, on the edge, we're gonna use birch leaves. Another thing I will do is extend this smooth stone here. I'm gonna start over here. So first we're gonna bone meal up the place. And then we're gonna place a bunch of flowers. And then let's do this area. And then place out a bunch of flowers. Okay, maybe something like this. So now we have two colorful gardens. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to add a flower garden here in the future, so I might as well do it now. Maybe something like that. On these two spaces, we're gonna have two well-trimmed trees. Let's start with this one. So the goal is basically to make one of those trimmed trees. Put one up on the screen. I'm using different types of leaves to add like a shading to it. Two trees. Wow, wonderful. Also, I changed the stairs and added moss to make it look like some finely cut grass. We're doing slightly different designs here. All of these three will be the same. There we go. And that's basically all of the gardening for this area done. Next thing is the market. Okay, let's start building the market stall. And I've made some outlines for where they're gonna be. So let's start with this one. Something on the line along the lines of this. And maybe some fences up on these two. This is of course going to be the stall for wheat and bread. Then we're gonna make the roof, which is made out of wool, and we're just gonna have a checkered pattern. We place them on these. Oops. Maybe place some wheat in those, and then maybe also like a hay bale and some bread. And now I think I'm going to put a villager in here, just so it looks like there's someone working there. There we go. And I think that might be it. Okay, so let's start building the second stall. This will be like a vegetable stand. For all of these market stalls, I'm gonna try to make different designs and then place out some items. It will be a mix of lime and green wood. And then I think we're done. Oh, okay, let's now build a stall that sells meat. And on those, we place item frames. Oh, and along these, we place gray wool. And then we place a roof with carpet. And we're gonna place out some string here to put the carpets on. But I don't know. Let's do that later. Along these, we place out some chains, and then some different blocks that look like meat hanging from the ceiling. And also, let's maybe place a villager in here, a butcher. Okay, now we got a butcher in place. Now we just need to go and get some string so I can place this roof. But let's just get to the next stall. Okay, the next thing we're building is a stall for honey. So let's get rid of these blocks. Place out some beehives. I think I might start with building the details in here first. So let's place out some honeycomb blocks and also some normal honey blocks. And then why not a beehive? I think there's bees in there. I don't know, I just stole it from a random place in nature. And maybe some more chests. And then the roof. As an extra detail, I want to add some white wool to make it look like wings. Now this stall is done. Okay, we've built a lot of stalls now, but let's now build a fountain here, since that isn't much of a fountain. And on here we're going to place normal and polish andesite slabs. And then here in the middle, for the actual fountain part, we're gonna build up a bit. And then we're gonna place out some slabs here. And then we build up one more block and then put a slab. So now, if we place water, we have a water fountain. Okay, so the next stall we're gonna build is the one that sells fish. So let's start building this. Maybe start with some posts and maybe place some barrels along like this. Okay, after we put out the fires, we can place some fishes on these. Because of how the shoreline is, we're gonna have to build this down a bit and then build it up. And we're gonna put a villager in here, so I'm gonna start with putting out safety cautions. Oh, oops. Who here takes bribes? No one saw anything. Now make new ones. And then we can maybe place some fishes on these. And here we can maybe put health or something. And I think this might be everything here. We'll put out signs for the things they sell if you can't see what they're selling. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, we're basically done with this. I think I'm going to add like a couple of barrels and chests. But let's start working on this stall. So this one sells miscellaneous stuff like books and music discs. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's then place out some item frames. And then put an enchanted book in this one, a book in this one, and then I just need to go and get some music discs. But then we're done with this one, and we can work on this one. And this one is selling different types of wool and carpet. To grey, black, and then brown. And we place out our carpets for these boxes. And that's the front. And for this one, we'll also do right like the last one, but in the other direction. And I think I might just put out some random blocks and hope for the best. Also, we're gonna place a loom here since we're getting a villager after we're done decorating. And I think this might be good. And okay, I'm quickly going to get a villager. And then we're done with this stall and we're done with basically the entire market. So after that, I will build a dock, or kind of like a dock. And then it's just a creeper farm, and then we're done for today. We build up with spruce logs, put one over, and then a dark oak trapdoor. Do the same here, and then some trapdoor. No, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Some slabs, and then we'll place out some trapdoors. And then we do the same with the logs. So it goes a bit far out, but it's so that only smaller ships can dock here for, like, for example, fishing boats, since it's not a big harbor. Short update. I kind of forgot to record. So, I've made some stuff. Sorry, Em. Please don't be mad at me. Okay, so now it's time to build a creeper farm. And while I'm doing it, I'm gonna do some yapping. So, first off, sorry for this video taking such a long time. It's because I went on vacation, which I think was great. And when I got home, I got kittens. Can we maybe put some pictures of them up on the screen? No? Okay, screw you. Okay, it's time that I say the decision. So, the episode, we did the front area. So the decision will be, should I build the left area, the back area, or the right area? And then we'll probably have pictures on the screen to show what those areas are. It's basically so next episode I complete that area. Make sure to vote on the post tab on my YouTube channel. And also make sure to comment, since last video I didn't get any comments. And as for the future, M said that these videos haven't gone that great, but he said that the horror videos have been going very great. So one of those are next. He's forcing me. Also, the link to the creeper farm that I'm using is, or should be, in the description. So I want to thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And bye-bye!